Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute since we went through some trash and wouldn't you know it, the bucket is full again. But I'm feeling sassy today, so I'm gonna avoid doing any organization. I'm just gonna pull things out of here and talk to them with you. So we'll go ahead and start with this hand soap. So I have been wanting to experiment with non-Bath and Body Works hand soaps, and a woman at work one time brought into our women's bathroom a Myers hand soap. It wasn't the foaming kind, it was the regular kind, and I really liked it. So I thought, well, why don't I give this foaming one a try? This was the watermelon scent Mrs. Myers Clean Day foaming hand soap. It contains essential oils and aloe vera. I did not love this. My biggest gripe with this was that I like the watermelon scent and I was happy to pull it out for the springtime, but the scent is really light. I can't really smell it on my hands afterwards. And maybe I have unrealistic expectations for hand soaps because Bath and Body Works puts so much fragrance into their hand soaps, but I really like how my hands smell so nice afterwards with the Bath & Body Works hand soap that it's hard to now come to this one. The formulation felt the same. It was like a nice foam. I liked all of that, but I just wanted a punchier scent. I just wanted it to be more watermelon in your face. So I don't know if I would buy this again. I might want to try the non-foaming version of their hand soaps if they have a good scent that I might like, but this did not convert me away from Bath & Body Works products. Next thing we have is my Holy Grail face wash. This is the Kiehl's Rare Earth Deep Pore Daily Cleanser with Amazonian white clay, exfoliates and detoxifies. I know there's a lot of people out there who say that they don't invest money, high-end money, in cleansers because cleansers are only on your face for a small period of time compared to things like moisturizers or eye creams. And I kind of get that, but this changed things for me. I genuinely love this, and I think that it really does have a positive effect on my skin, especially using it every single day. Even though it has exfoliant properties in this, I don't feel it is too harsh to use every day. And I have used other daily cleansers that are meant to exfoliate like this one does, and I do feel like those are too harsh. This is lovely. I also find that my skin responds really well to clay. My skin responds well to aloe, cucumber, cactus, and clay products really well, and this was no exception. So I have already repurchased this. You probably saw that in my most practical haul ever from Sephora and a few other places, but I have not allowed myself to use it until I finish up another face cleanser because my skin is also very adaptive. So it tends to adapt and not be as responsive to face cleansers if I use the same one over and over again. But if I pause and rotate or go back and forth between two, my skin doesn't adapt, which is annoying, but I freaking love this stuff. And while it's in the $20 price range, I think it's worth it. Another pricey product that I have is my Wave Spray. This I had, I think a half of one of these left when I pulled this back out for hair curling season, as I like to call it. And I love this stuff. This holds my hair the longest, frizz-free, all day. My hair is still wet right now, so the curls don't necessarily look as loose, but once my hair is fully dry, they don't feel crispy and crunchy. I love the way this stuff feels. My only complaint is that I go through it pretty quickly. I'm pretty liberal with what I spray. I mean, I have relatively thick hair to work with, and to tame it takes a lot of product, but I love this stuff. I bought 2 bottles of it during the Sephora VIB sale, and I hope that it will get me through the summer because I do have a couple of Wave sprays from Fortune Cookie soap. I don't like them as much, but I want to use them, so I'm hoping that that will get me through an entire season. If not, I'll buy another bottle of this. I have this Soap & Glory Clean On Me Creamy Moisture Shower Gel travel size. I try to keep a shower gel up at my parents' house in Maine so I don't have to constantly bring those bottles back and forth during weekend trips. And so I had this in the shower up there and I finally used it up. This packaging is awful as a sample. You can see in here there is a good bit of product left. I wouldn't normally let this go to waste, but I can't get it out of here. It's also really hard to get any product out of these bottles. I have, I think, 2 more maybe like this, and I won't travel with them. If I'm gonna take a travel size with me, I'll probably just take a full-size bottle or bring a travel size and dump Bath & Body Works product into it because this was awful. But the scent of this was really pleasant. This is their classic rose scent, but a little bit toned down. I'm actually really happy to discover that because I do have a full size of this. All the Soap & Glory products that you guys see me have, I got in like Christmas sets, either like gifted to me as like a full size like sample set that you could buy, or these smaller samples. And I wasn't sure what to do with the body wash just yet, but this, I really do like the product in here. I just hate the packaging. I have the e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner, a little jumbo size here. Love this stuff. You guys know I spritz my brushes every single day after I'm done my makeup application, and I just quickly wipe them, and it keeps them sanitized and also, you know, free of product from day to day. So I love this stuff. Will always rebuy. I have a In the Wick of Time candle. It's Milchai pomegranate. I think the pomegranate scent was nice, but in classic In the Wick of Time owl crate candle fashion, I couldn't really smell this. I had it right next to me on my vanity as I was getting ready every morning, and it just didn't produce much scent. And so I really don't know if In the Wick of Time candles just aren't good quality, or if just with a small size like this, you really can't get a read of their scent profiles. But either way, I don't feel motivated to want to make a purchase online to roll the dice to see if I will or will not get good performance. But I just really wish, my one complaint about Owl Crate is I would rather them either give us wax tarts or give us just one bigger candle, even if that meant giving us one less product or maybe cutting down product somewhere else, or cut these out altogether because they're just not effective candles. I have a OCD hand sanitizer from Fortune Cookie Soap in Walk the Plank. This thing carried on for a long time. I did not like the scent of this. This was a part of their Pirates of the Caribbean, like, I don't know, movie 4 or whatever movie they stopped at, but this was in that last collection, and I didn't like a lot of the scents in that, and so this was on my school desk, and I used it just to use it, but I did not like the scent. I have these Impress nails in Queen Bee, which is just the French manicure with a little bit of like Julie pizzazz over there. These are really nice. I've repurchased these a few times. I think they're the really fun pattern of French nails that aren't just like your basic French manicure. I've got the Summer's Eve Sheer Floral Freshening Spray 5-in-1. I strayed from my like usual purple can because the store that I went to buy some didn't have any. This scent was fine, but I still prefer the purple can over this. I have the Fortune Cookie Soap Lock, Shock, and Barrel Personal Space from their Nightmare Before Christmas collection. This took me a really long time to use. I had it in my classroom, and I would really use it sparingly if I'm being honest. This smells exactly like Michael's or AC Moore in the fall. I really enjoyed it. It did a nice job like freshening up any kind of funky smells that were in my classroom, sort of eating those and just giving us a nice pleasant scent. So I would totally buy another Personal Space from them. I feel like I haven't seen a Personal Space in a box in quite some time. I have the Murad Acne Control Acne Clearing Solution 5% salicylic acid acne treatment. I use this as a serum on my skin. I love this. Out of all the things I got in that little Murad kit, this was to me the most worthwhile. I had asked for it for Christmas. I was really excited to get it, and it turns out they discontinued this. I don't understand why. That or they like reformulated it. I don't know. They have like a whole new sample kit out, but I'm just a little miffed that the one thing I fell in love with, they don't carry anymore. I was able to, through Hotelook, able to get another version of this. So I got 2 full size, but once those are gone, I'm gonna have to try to find something else. I just felt like compared to the Evology that I typically use, this was a much better bang for your buck, and it was working just as effectively. So I am bummed that they sort of reformulated or changed this. We got more nails. I've got the Dashing Diva Magic Press Press-On Manicure in Executive Suite. I have had these before. It's what's on my nails now. I really love this purple color. I am not the biggest fan of the silver accent nail, so I prefer to do like all purple for the first set, and then I'll pull on the accent nail to get a second set out of these, but they're one of my favorites. I think this is my second or third box of these from Dashing Diva. I have the Tarteist Tarte Mascara. Love this mascara. This is my second or third tube of this stuff. I feel like the wand is spiky in all the right ways. Like it separates and lengthens, but also like gives my lashes a pretty type of clump. So they look really full and voluminous. I really hate mascaras that make your lashes look super long, but like only like you have 5 stick lashes. I want both, and I feel like this is definitely the best of both worlds. I will not buy it though at full retail price. I typically will wait for either like a Sephora mascara kit to come out where you can get a bunch of samples and then cash one in for a full size, or I'll wait for this to go on sale. It's normally in the like Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. That's a good time to pick this up as well. I've got a bunch of these Garnier Whole Blends rinse out masks. These came attached to a bunch of like Christmas discount sets that I bought from Walmart. The first 2 that I have are the Moroccan Argan Oils. Basically, they're supposed to be like a 2-minute mask, which is malarkey. I feel like a mask in 2 minutes is not going to do anything for your hair. So I actually use these as regular conditioner. This technically could easily be probably 2 conditions if I wanted to actually space it out, but I'm not going to. So I'm using these as conditioner. I will say overall, these have made my hair feel very soft, like so soft and gentle. Would I want to buy a tub of this? Maybe if I had coupons and I was ever in a place to need more conditioner, which is not for a while. But would I buy this for the purpose of being a mask? No, it's just a good conditioner. So if this was like the price of regular conditioner, I probably would get it. If they jack the price up, I don't know what this actually costs. If they jack the price up to call it a mask, I don't think it's worth it. The other ones that I have from there are different, but again, I felt the effects for all of them to be the same. This is the Honey Treasures version. This is the coconut oil and cocoa butter. And this one is Legendary Olive. I have this Easter egg bar soap. You guys saw this in my Easter unboxing I did from Fortune Cookie Soap. I liked this soap a lot. I ended up not loving the scent of it, but the quality of the soap was really nice. And to be honest, the scent of a soap doesn't really matter that much because I use bar soap first and then I go in with my Bath & Body Works shower gel. So that's what lingers on my body is the shower gel scent, not the bar soap scent. I have these Better Homes Iced Winter Cranberry Scented Wax Cubes. I used to love this scent. I do not so much anymore. And so it was tough for me to get through these because obviously, with any scent that you don't love, it is the strongest, longest scent ever. So if you do like this scent and it happens to still be at your Walmart, though I doubt it because it's a winter scent, I definitely would say pick it up because it does have great performance. I also have the Candles by Victoria Asian Pear and Lily. This was a really strong scent. I also really enjoyed the notes of this. It smells really heavy on pear on cold, but the lily actually comes out really strongly when you melt it. I definitely found this one to be a really pleasant one. Again, I probably wouldn't rebuy this because I have so much wax, but if this scent combination sounds good to you, feel free to get it because a half of this scent shot will last you a really long time. I've got the Rainbow Melts Holiday Morning, which is gingerbread, cronut, butter brickle, and caramel coffee. I have a bunch of coffee wax melts like sitting off to the side, outcasted from my entire collection because I am someone who doesn't really like the smell of coffee, and when I smell a lot of the coffee scents on cold, I don't love them. But here's the kicker. When Ben makes his coffee in the morning, I like the smell of that. So I thought, well, this has a lot of other like blends in it to balance the coffee. Maybe I'll give this a try. I was not really a fan. Ben liked the smell of it, so I feel like maybe I'm not a fan of artificial or not genuine like coffee ground scents. I don't know. I will probably still melt very slowly the coffee scents that I have, but this lasted a really long time. So if you're somebody who likes coffee scents, then I will tell you that Rainbow Melts makes a real strong one. I also have my Dessa's Homespun Scents Blueberry Cobbler. This was great. This was just blueberries, just blueberry like deliciousness all up in your house. I used a half of this and was not disappointed at all. I would definitely recommend this one. I have my Murad Skin Perfecting Lotion. This they recommend for morning and PM like as your moisturizer. I like stuff a lot. My only complaint is that there is no SPF in it and I would prefer to have separate moisturizers so that I have a nighttime one that's a bit thicker to just penetrate a little bit deeper as you're sleeping, and then in the daytime a thinner one that has SPF in it, so it's just one less step in my skincare routine. I do have a full size of this because my mom thought I loved it and bought it for me for Christmas, so I am working through one right now, but in the summer months, I definitely prefer to have an SPF-based daytime moisturizer. I have this Becca First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh Primer Sample. This was fine. I'm not in love with Becca primers, so I probably wouldn't go out of my way to buy this, but I have another sample of it. I probably would use it. I have the Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamin Superfood Cleanser from Youth to the People. It was nothing impressive. I just, again, I'm so obsessed with the Kiehl's one that I compare everything to it, and this was just no comparison. Okay, to round this off, I have 3 sheet masks to talk about. I have the St. Ives Soothing Sheet Mask with oatmeal. It's supposed to gently soothe for soft, supple skin. This was very pleasant. I felt the sheet mask was a nice, soft texture. I thought the actual, serum in here was a really pleasant serum. It is a 10-minute mask, and it was just very nice and relaxing. I would probably get this again if I had coupons at CVS to use up, so I definitely recommend this one. I've also got the Tony Moly I'm Real Avocado Mask Sheet for Nutrition. This one also enjoyed. I do feel like my skin responds well to anything green is basically my rule of thumb. I think my skin does well with it. This was a nice mask to use to sort of just refresh my skin. And then lastly, I have my Sephora Mud Mask. This is supposed to be a mattifying coat. It was a clay fiber mask. I will say, I'm a person who, if choosing between sheet masks only for the rest of my life or potted masks, I would probably prefer sheet masks. I just feel like they're easier to remove, easier to apply. I just find that there's much better ease of use for the person using it. However, I feel like clay sheet masks are pretty hard to come by. I know that Seventh Heaven makes one, but that one is a little intense. There's just a lot of clay, it kind of drips down. So I was excited to give this one a try. This was very pleasant. I did enjoy this. It was not too drippy with clay. It also came in 2 pieces. So you had a superhero mask up here, and then you had a bottom part. And I feel like that also helped it adhere really well to your skin, to the point where I felt like it was really penetrating my pores and helped clean them up quite a bit. So I definitely recommend this one. I feel like the Sephora masks are pricey, but if they bundle them into a kit or they have a buy 2 get 1 free, I think it does make it more reasonable. So I would recommend this one. All right, guys, that is all the trash that I have from my bucket. I'm officially empty and ready to collect more things that I have used up. I hope you enjoyed hearing all of my thoughts on these products, and I'll talk to you in my next video real soon. Bye.